Yeah, it's a good afternoon to Fallon Sherrick, who joined us for her first game. But it will be Boris's fourth game.
25.
Outside.
And Boris will throw first.
Okay.
It's been a busy week for Fallon Sherrick. Played in the MODUS Happens a Darts Live League on Wednesday and came second by virtue of her leg difference. And last night, of course, she was playing Phil Taylor in a charity match where they raised £16,000 for NHS charities, which is a really brilliant return.
81.
In that match, she was poised to defeat the great man, and he somewhat rudely eliminated the match with a 167 checkout. Quite the end to a very good match indeed.
180.
And another 180 from Boris Koltsov. There's been plenty of those today. That's one of the reasons why he's sitting on 6 points.
45.
These guys were involved in quite the game on Wednesday.
59.
Boris only just won 4 legs to 3 after Fallon missed 2 match darts. And that had a big bearing on both of them getting their standing in the league. Already had a 1-2-2 today, Boris Koltsov.
96.
And he almost gets another. Exactly the same way. And Fallon needing 20 in tops. She's got the 18s route. And what can she see?
94.
Oh, just underneath. Just flick the flight on the way through. Boris needs double 4. He manages to sneak that one. Not after a little scare though. Fallon looking to go one better today, of course. She was one of 4 players on 6 points on Wednesday. With her superior leg difference, that's why she was second. But in order to win today, everybody is of the understanding that they probably need a minimum of 10 points.
96.
Maybe a good question to ask Fallon today would be, how is it switching from steel tip darts to soft tip darts and back again? Because that has been the tale of her last 3 days. Steel tip Wednesday, soft tip yesterday, steel tip today. Of course, in steel tip you get darts landing at all different angles when they hit the board, and Fallon's in steel tip land quite upright. But in soft tip darts, the board, which is made of sort of rubberized material, all of the darts go in the board and consequently land flat. It is a bit of an adjustment, but she has been playing both forms of the game for a few years already. Boris is looking in charge in this one though. Doesn't have to go 12 in bull. Just checking Fallon's score before he
50 score.
Leaves what he wants. He has left 32 eventually. He's a self on a finish, but expects Boris to take us out. And does. He's on a mission today. He wants to get on at 8 points before Wolfie's even played a game, which will be the next one when he starts his campaign against James Hubbard. Boris's 2 remaining games will be against the players who joined a little bit later in the day. First of the two will be against Wolfie around about 2:30. That's
60.
pretty standard time, of course. And his final game against Justin Smith, which was pivotal on Wednesday and could be so again. She's having a frustrating time on the scoring phase, is Fallon. Lots of darts shaving that treble 20 wire.
59.
Same goes for Boris in this leg. 3 visits, no trebles.
97.
Well, if you fail to get the 60, utilise the other parts of the board and she gets herself a first treble of the leg on treble 19.
128.
Now, Rob Cross is noted for his love of treble 18, but I think shortly behind him you've got Boris Koltsov, who loves to use that segment.
96.
Fallon has told me in the past that she prefers to play against
100.
fast players. They don't come a great deal faster than Boris, so she should be comfortable with the pace, but
56.
his play has been superior in this one so far. Double top then
Game in 2.
for 17 darter. He finished that leg superbly well. 128 ton. Little in the way of mistakes. He's 3-0 up in no time at all. And this will put Fallon Sherrick on the back foot for the rest of the day. She'll want to
140.
rebound in the best way possible. A bit like James Hubbard earlier when he lost
137.
4-1 to Koltsov and then rebounded with a 4-0 victory against Diogo Portela. If it happens to Sherrick, she will play Diogo in her next game and hope to go one better. But it's not over yet.
140.
But with Boris scoring 2 consecutive 140s, she's up against it.
180.
Who will be to doubt? The Queen of the Palace, though. She's made of very tough stuff.
Ooh, 43.
She's been given 6 darts from 104. Dart players hate being beaten to 0. It awakens their survival instincts.
72.
She'll be grateful that it's not on a finish now, because it gives her time to think, to breathe,
140.
and to approach and get it done now, because now she has to,
32.
and she does.
Good.
13 darter from Fallon. Can she chip away at the Russian?
180.
Looking very unlikely based on the way that Boris is scoring. Can anybody live with him today?
140.
Maximum as you can do in response, but Boris is not missing anything.
180.
Can he possibly finish the match with a 9?
56.
It's all down to you. A somewhat wry smile. There's the 41.
61.
Left himself on 80. And Fallon has got to be creative from 305. Can't leave a finish now, but maybe
134.
she thinks it's all over. It's not, of course. Boris is capable of missing doubles, but in all likelihood it will be that.
Game shot in 3.
And it is. It's a sensational performance from Boris Koltsov. The best of the day, averaging around about that 100 again, but it's the clinical nature of that performance that makes it the best of the day. Fallon had a little bit in the tank at the end, but Boris, too good. Here comes Wolfie. He's next against Hubbard.